Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to talk about two different things. The first topic that we are going to be talking about, it is going to be about PSG sacking Tuchel, who was their former coach. And then in the next topic, I do want to talk about the transfers that Barcelona could be seeing in the January transfer window. And so we are first going to start with the big news coming from PSG. And it is official that PSG have officially sacked Tuchel, who was their former coach, who also brought them into the UCL final of the season of 2019-2020. And let me tell you guys, this is some huge news. Yes, it's huge news for PSG because who knows what's going to happen next, but this is also huge news for FC Barcelona. And the main reason why it is because in February of 2021, we are going to be headed towards the round of 16 and Barcelona is going to be facing PSG. And now that we are hearing that PSG have officially sacked Tuchel in the middle of this season, that is greatly going to affect the result between PSG and FC Barcelona, whether it's better or worse. Something is going to be affected. And it's very odd to hear that you have fired the coach who brought you your first UCL final. And it is especially odd when we have just heard that PSG have won their most recent match and scored a total of 4 goals. And many reports have came out in the past 12 hours that the only reason why PSG wanted to sack Tuchel, it was because of the results, not the performance. Those are two very different things. Now, if we're going to be talking about the performance of PSG compared to the results, yes, it's true that PSG have not been putting out the best performances, but have came out with good results. I don't know if this sounds familiar for us Barcelona fans, but we have also been through the same phase. We have gone through games where we have gotten great results, but have performed poorly. And I believe that is exactly what's going on and went on within PSG. PSG wanted to change something. So I fully get it. I do believe that many fans from Barcelona are going to be understanding where PSG is coming from and the direction they do want to take. Now, one of the biggest questions coming from the firing of Tuchel is, how is this going to affect Neymar? Because Neymar within this season, which is the 2020-2021 season, Neymar has been playing absolutely well. Neymar has been playing extremely well, as a matter of fact, and has actually been one of the top 5 players in the world to be playing football on the field. Neymar has been having a great season, and now that you're taking Tuchel out from that factor, what's going to happen next? What is going to be next for PSG and Neymar Jr.? And we do have a report coming from Fabrizio Romano. He has stated that Mauricio Pochettino is expected to become the next coach of PSG. He continues to say that Pochettino is leading the race to become the next PSG manager and that his lawyers have been contacted by Leonardo earlier this week and he's open towards accepting the offer. So that could be the next move for PSG. Pochettino might become the official coach for PSG throughout this season. And it's crazy to hear that Pochettino is going to be coaching PSG because first of all, we know that Pochettino is very much looking forward towards coaching again. He has stated multiple times through these interviews in the past year that he is looking forward to coaching any team as soon as possible. But when the right offer does come, and apparently PSG has been that team. And what's funny is that this is a huge coincidence because whatever happened to Tuchel, the same thing has happened to Pochettino back in 2019. After Pochettino brought Tottenham to the final, which they have lost against Liverpool, he was sacked about 6 to 10 weeks after. And the same thing did happen with Tuchel. So I think that because Pochettino is stepping into the footsteps of a coach where he knows exactly how this sacking does feel, I do believe that Pochettino is going to be coming into this team saying, okay, whatever I have learned from Tottenham, let me try and do the exact same thing, but what can I do better? What can I do to bring us to that final, but actually win and get us great results? And that is going to lead towards a huge question for Barcelona and the Barcelona fans. What type of PSG are we going to get? Are we going to get a great PSG? Are we going to get a PSG that is currently building their way up into becoming a great team again? What are we going to get? So who knows what can happen? It could be very good for Pochettino or it could be very bad for Pochettino. But that is what makes it so scary for FC Barcelona, is that we do not know what's going to happen next with this team. So I do believe that all eyes are going to be going on to PSG within the League One, see how they do perform until we do end up in that date for the round of 16 between Barcelona and PSG. It's going to be very entertaining, very exciting. I expect Pochettino to bring great results for PSG, at least within the League One, and bring them back into the level that they once were. Now I do want to quickly talk about the transfers that we could see Barcelona make within the January transfer window. We do have about 2 or 3 weeks left before we do head towards the beginning of that transfer window. Now we have seen so many flaws happen within Barcelona, within this squad. So what's going to be happening next? Does Barcelona need to make any transfers or any reinforcements in order to strengthen this Barcelona team? Now the way that I'm going to be structuring this section is that I'm going to be talking about the position. What positions do they lack in within the most? And we are first going to start with the right wing. Now the main reason why I want to bring this position in is because we have seen Dembele get injured. We have seen Trincao underperform. And I think that because it is so 50-50 on whether we're going to have that right wing position occupied or not within the second half of this season, I believe that Barcelona is going to head towards the direction of we need to find a player within Barcelona B. And that one player could be Alex Collado to strengthen that position. I do believe that now that he is 21 years old, I do believe that he is more than ready to at least be in the bench within the first team, just in case either Trincao underperforms or Dembele does get injured again. That would be the right move. I don't expect Barcelona to throw out a lot of money within this transfer window, so I do think that the best case scenario should be Alex Collado. Going on to the striker position. This has been a position where we have talked about so many times and we have analyzed so many times. We know that it is clear that sometimes there are games where Barcelona do need a striker. They do need a number 9. But if we do analyze these games that Barcelona have played so far, statistically, it has not looked that bad. We have seen multiple goal scorers within this Barcelona squad. We have seen Pedri score sometimes. We have seen Dembele score sometimes. We have seen Griezmann and Martin Braithwaite also bagging a few goals. Now, I think that one of the main focuses Barcelona is going to have to go through the second half of the season is to add more emphasis towards players such as Ansu Fati, who was the leader goal scorer for FC Barcelona, and involve Lionel Messi more into these game plays. I do think that if we can get the players such as Martin Braithwaite, Griezmann, Dembele and Pedri score about a goal every 3 games, and then have Messi and Ansu Fati become the leader goal scorers for this Barcelona team, Barcelona can actually get away with not having a number 9 and actually get great results. Now there has been reports stating that Memphis Depay could be coming to Barcelona for only a total of 5 million euros. But the one thing that's so complicated about this transfer is that we don't know what the president and the sporting directors are going to want when they do come in, because at the end of the day, Memphis Depay is going to be a transfer coming from Ronald Koeman. That is the only reason. And even if Koeman wasn't here, right, let's just go into this other reality within Barcelona and say that Ronald Koeman does not train FC Barcelona. Even if Memphis Depay does come in, it's only going to be a short-term solution. And we have learned from all of these short-term solutions. We know how these things work out. I truly believe that if Memphis Depay is going to be coming to Barcelona for only 5 million euros, Barcelona is only making this move in order to fix this season and improve this season. But it is not going to give us a return of investment in the long run. And so even though I do think that Memphis Depay is a great player with great skill, with humongous talent for Barcelona specifically, I don't think that it is the right match. I do believe that Barcelona is going to look elsewhere and save those funds for the summer of 2021 and get in a real massive striker come in within that transfer window. So my final verdict for the striker position, it is going to be that the president is going to have to address what he wants to do with this striker position and how he sees these signings for the long term. Now headed towards the next position, and it is going to be about the center backs. So this is also a position right next to the striker position where we have talked about so many times that even Ronald Koeman has explained that he does need reinforcements. He does need another center back. And one of the players that has been so highly focused on by Barcelona has been Eric Garcia. Now, I'm going to be very honest here. Out of all of the transfers that we have talked about within the past 5 months, Eric Garcia does have the highest probability of coming to Barcelona and representing this badge going into the second half of this season. Now, there is a big problem that's currently going on. A good problem, I would say, and that is that Mingueza is quickly emerging onto the scenes. Now that we have Mingueza, who is a very unexpected player to show up throughout this time, this is also going to raise a lot of questions. Should we put our focus towards signing another center back, who is Eric Garcia? And here's what gets very complicated about this list, is that this is actually a great problem to have. The only real problem is this, is that these are actually some great players who do need minutes, and I do expect at least one center back within these 4 players that I have just mentioned to be sacrificed and sit on that bench, because these are all young players. So Barcelona is going to need to have a very strategic plan on how they're going to be using Eric Garcia, especially within the second half of the season. When we do head towards the summer of 2021, then we can think about letting go of some center backs, whether it's Umtiti or Piquet, and potentially maybe even Lenglet. And here is going to be the final verdict of this signing. Barcelona is going to be signing Eric Garcia. And then the last position we are going to be talking about is going to be about the left back position. One of the biggest questions that has came out is that who is going to be the biggest replacement for Jordi Alba? Because Jordi Alba has been a player that has been playing extremely well, actually. He has been playing so well to the point where what's going to happen once Jordi Alba does get injured? And that is going to be the biggest concern. Who is going to be that second option? Because right now, Junior Firpo has not been giving out his best performances with FC Barcelona. We have yet to see the best version of Junior Firpo. And I do think that if Barcelona do want to compete at the highest level of football within this season, we do need reinforcements in that position. Now, there has been reports about Firpo potentially leaving to a different club, and one of the players that could be replacing Junior Firpo could be Alejandro Balde, who is a Barcelona B player and who has been reportedly been playing extremely well and has been under the eyes of Ronald Koeman. And I'm going to be very honest with this move. If Barcelona do indeed want to bring in this player in and be the backup of Jordi Alba, by all means go for it, because we have an academy for a reason. We know that these players from the academy can gel into the Barcelona first team very, very well. And if Barcelona want to get the best result and the best player and replacement for Jordi Alba, the best place to find these players would be through the academy. And my final verdict for this position within this January transfer window is going to be this. I don't see Barcelona signing any left back. The only way we could see a new face within that position is if Barcelona do promote a player or just bring in a player to participate within the first team. And that is going to be wrapping up today's video. The only signing I really do see Barcelona making would be Eric Garcia, but that is going to be it. We do know that Barcelona right now financially are very tight. I don't expect Barcelona to spend a lot of money, and so if they do, it is going to be on another center back reinforcement. So that'll be it for today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.